All right. Hey, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to talk about the optional reading a little bit and then go into the test for this. So this is one of my favorites to assign because it seems to elicit a lot of response out of students. But I like this one because it shows, again, the power of social sanctions. It shows the real impact and toll it takes on an individual and the level to which we as individuals will take to fit that structured idyllic type that doesn't give us as much social structures, so much social sanctions. Geez, talking is hard today. And really the power that is given to those bullies and the amount of power that really comes from the social sanctions that bullies give to us that allows us or helps to affirm us in taking such dramatic measures of going under surgical procedures or physically changing our bodies in ways that we may or may not look back on like this individual did and have issues with. That's not to say that changing our bodies is necessarily bad. We should have the access and the ability to do so in the ways that affirm us and give us the self-confidence and self-love that we want. At the same time, we want to make sure that A, that is safe for us, and B, that it's done not as a result of social sanctions for not being some idyllic type of human, because none of us are. And so really, I like how he discusses the fact that there are social spaces for reclaiming this power that is taken away by these social sanctions with these bully situations. And for him, it was really found in theater, and it was found in that ability to create space for him and create space for his body in very physical ways. And I think that we need to really talk about the ways in which normalized bodies are structured societally as abnormal, right? There is not one normal body type, right? There is a massive amount of variation in the human form and creating this idyllic norm of a body type that no one really can match 100%, especially creates these levels of insecurities and create real harm to all of us, including those who achieve some level of success with that, mostly because then they have to keep up that success. And that's not practical when aging is not part of this idyllic process, right? So when you have this inevitable aging process, you can't keep up with the this idyllic type of what it means to be human or what it means to be a male or needs to be female or what have you. And so really understanding the lengths that we will go to avoid social sanctions as humans and the level of harm that that can create for ourselves. And I think that this is a good example of showing not only how much of that path that this man took to not be bullied, but also having that space later in life to reclaim his body, reclaim the parts of him that he did feel he needed to alter to avoid social sanctions, but to have this space where those social sanctions don't have to occur is really, I think, created his resistance and his ability to resist. And so thinking through the ways in which we have our own spaces, our own safe spaces, whether it be with a peer, whether it be with one friend, whether it be alone sometimes, no matter what it is, that we find the way to create safe spaces. And if we don't have that, we have the ability to reach out to resources to create those spaces, I think is incredibly important when we talk about self-image and self-harm, as part of the social sanctions you even afflict on yourselves in order, because we do it, to meet some idyllic type that is not rationally possible or statistically possible. So that's kind of why I picked that one. Next, we're going to talk about our task real quick. Again, some of this is the same thing we always do. Make sure you read, watch, and listen to all your required reading. We complete the discussion board post as always. Make sure you put your questions in. Make sure you respond to other people's questions, and then do your quiz. So this one's pretty straightforward with the same things that we do every module. So if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. All right, have a great week.